Hello, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time I cannot catch a break. Man, they're just revealing a whole bunch of Transformers for me to talk about. And I'm not going to complain about that because, hey, I get to talk to you guys, and you know, we don't talk enough. So, anyways, we're going to be talking about these Transformers Generation Studio Series Voyager class figures coming out later in the year. And it is Thundercracker from the Bumblebee movie and Galvatron from Age of Extinction. These have been rumored for quite a while. And we're going to start off with the Thundercracker because it is a repaint of the Seekers that we've seen before. So there's not much that we really need to touch up on here that's brand spanking new. But what's good is, if you don't like the Studio Series Thundercracker that we already had from the Dark of the Moon line, then you could replace it with this. Even though I really like this version of Thundercracker. I think some people hate it for no reason, but that's just a personal thing and we don't need to touch up on that. Anyways, here we go. Bumblebee movie Thundercracker. He looks fantastic. I love the color of blue, and he seems to have a very light gray to him, almost a white. And I actually think that complements it pretty well, especially with the blue on the wings. I think that looks fantastic. It does have the traditional yellow cockpit, which is very vibrant for this toy. And he's got a little bit of red. He's got red Decepticon logos, so you can add this to your Shattered Glass collection if you want. Or at least that's what it seems like. Maybe it's just the coloring in the image, but it seems like it's red, so that's kind of weird, but maybe kind of cool at the same time. You know, I got Thrust, which is very cool, and I've got Starscream. The funny thing about Thrust is one of my favorite Seekers, and green is one of my favorite colors, so that's nice. And then we've also got Thundercracker, so they seem to be nailing it for me, for the God, I keep wanting to say buzzworthy Bumblebee. The Bumblebee movie Seekers, so that's pretty awesome. And, yeah, I'm happy to get one of my favorite Seekers in the line. There's the robot mode, and you can see there's a lot of blue. There's a lot more dark colors with this. In the robot form, you get the dark gray in the upper legs. You get the dark gray in the arms, so that's nice. I do like the fact that it's using the Blitzwing head instead of the Starscream head. I think that's very nice, and it's very unique to Starscream, so that's good. And funny enough, they do have the wings set up to where it's similar to Thrust. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it that way, but maybe I will just to change things up. But you can swap that around for the Starscream look. It's just a simple rotation of that joint. I do like the red on the feet. I will say that I wish there were more colors in the legs, maybe just some red on the side. But overall, I'm excited. Again, I love this mold, so I think that's pretty cool. And then moving right along, we also have Galvatron. Now, I'm actually very surprised with Galvatron. We got this in Age of Extinction. We only had one toy in the main line, at least from what I could recall. I don't think there was a Platinum exclusive version of it or anything like that. There was a red repaint that was in promotion for a truck driving service, but other than that, we mostly just had that. And so what's fascinating about this is it's a fresh new mold, and I think it's about time, because with Age of Extinction and The Last Night, I was thinking, do we really need new molds for some of those toys, especially when we just got them because they were the latest movies to come out? But it's been years. I mean, I think it's been about 5 years since The Last Night came out, or it's just coming to be about 5 years, so I think we're about time due for some new molds. I think that's perfectly okay now. So, taking a look at the truck mode, I will say there's certain aspects of it I do not like. I feel like the front is a little too wide. It almost looks like it's just been crushed, but at the same time, when you look at the sides, it looks perfectly fine, so it's kind of weird in that way. And when you look at the back, it is definitely kibbly. You got this weird thing sticking out at the top that is not pleasant whatsoever. It doesn't look good. And you've got a couple of hinges here and there that just kind of break up the overall flow, but I think it's okay, because you got some of the colors down. You know, you got the blue and the lights at the top, which looks fantastic. I do like the blue windows, the black on the grill, the little headlights down there. They even got the little tiny blue lights at the bottom there. So I think the colors are fine. It's just some of the sculpting due to some of the hinges and transformation bits just don't really look pleasant to me. But then we take a look at the robot mode, and it almost feels like a Takara figure with some of the colors. You've got the addition of silver with the dark gray, and I just recognize that with a lot of the older Megatron toys. And you do have that cannon arm thing. I'm not sure if you could swap it for the regular arm. I will say that the cannon does look like it should be a lot bigger than that, but oh well. It also looks like there's a blade piece that sticks out at the bottom, and I'm not sure if that will extend out. That'd be nice if it could. The torso seems very boxy. It almost reminds me of, I think it was one of those one-step changers for the Galvatron figure that just seemed a little too square. But other than that, I'm actually really excited for this. Another good thing is that not just the silver and gray, but the light blue additions going through the toy looks a lot better than this. Because aside from that dull gray, which again does not look good, you have that blue that's just the wires and cables, and then that copper, and it's just, I don't know, it's a weird choice to me. I think this does look better. And the head sculpt looks pretty good. I think some of the detailing around the arms looks fantastic. And, you know, it's kind of a miracle with this toy because when you watch the movie, they just digitally make a robot out of the truck. So you don't have a lot of the kibble showing. So the fact that this toy is able to transform into the truck at all is fantastic. I will say this, it's not, you know, perfect. And there are some things I would like to see change. But for something like this, where I critically ranted about this version of Megatron when it was first revealed, and when I finally got it, I absolutely loved it. I might be a little on board with this, but that might just be my bias. So what do you guys think? Please comment below, let me know. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. And I'll see you guys next time.
AllSpark TV, now that's just prime.